It's really important for employers to bring mental health right back to the top of their agenda.
How we think, how we feel, how we behave, how we respond and cope with stressors. If we're struggling in those areas, it can have a negative impact on our working lives.
Unfortunately, since the pandemic has started to come to an end, the priority of mental health for organisations has dropped down the agenda.
We found some troubling statistics. Workplace stress led to employees having to call in sick 20% of the time. In 42% of cases, employees actually considered resigning because of workplace stress issues. We're all facing a battle of some form on a daily basis. So within the workplace, we need the right help and support and resources so that we can navigate and conquer that battle.
Bupa is often known as a health insurer, but we do so much more.
We tend to look at what's happening out there in the world, and that can shape and design what we offer.
We offer a huge range of mental health support services for our clients, right from the preventative, for example, resilience programs, which can take place on site or remotely and can be customized depending on the employer's needs and size of the workforce. They cover lots of different angles like stress management, work-life balance, building resilient teams, financial well-being. We also do lots of programs to encourage managers and leaders, dedicated psychological support, CBT therapists, clinical psychologists, right through to really fantastic EAP service.
We've got quite a big range of resilience programs, and they're actually growing all the time. Two of the core ones are Resilience for Staff, which helps staff to identify issues and how to adapt a toolkit to support them. Some around general mental health, burnout, sleep, how to detect people that are perhaps struggling with mental health within your team. We also do one for leaders as well. How can you equip your staff with a resilient toolkit? What do they need to be aware of? What skill set do they need to have? And how can you support them in that? Although we've got our core modules, we're constantly expanding these. We'll look at the demand and we'll try to bespoke and shape that for them.
Talking therapy aims to help people bring positive change in their life and promote positive mental health. The examples of talking therapies that Bupa offer are counselling, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioural therapy and clinical psychology. So EAPs are generally designed at very brief counselling, providing brief support. You can also provide one-off support as well. We currently offer remote and face-to-face dependent on the employee's location and what their needs are.
So primarily, yes, our EAP looks at that mental health aspect, but it's so much bigger, so much more. You know that 86% of people that come to us have a reduction in their depression and 85% reduce anxiety levels.
Employees who are supported in the workplace with their mental health are far more engaged, and that has a really high impact on an organisation's bottom line.
Bupa create pathways to make sure that we're utilising any benefits that a customer or organisation has got with us.
They don't need Bupa insurance to opt into having any of these packages.
Where we've got clients who have got health insurance with us and their EAP with us, we're seeing a reduction in their mental health claims by 56%, and that's due to the holistic and integrated approach of offering these services through the same provider. All these programs are really effective at preventing employees from experiencing stress. And if they do have stress, they know how to manage it, and it can have a really positive impact on their ability to stay focused, stay productive, and most importantly, stay engaged in their workplace.